with this third and last grand session of 30 minutes. All of our drivers, getting ready for the start of the race. Jesus Sicilia, again in front. Hello, Vince.
Hey, how you doing? We're getting ready for our jackpot race. Exciting. $10,000 up for grabs if you can pick the 6 cars that are on the track. So a little bit of talent, a little bit of skill, and of course a bit of luck, and you can win $10,000 picking these cars. I know a lot of people have taken Jesus Cilia and Marlago and Alvarez. So they took the top 3 and a couple of wild cards, and away you go. So good luck to all those people that are playing the jackpot. We hope to give one out this week. If not, it'll be here all next week. So tell your friends, come on down. 36 cars on the track for the first time in a long time, but here it is. GHA Jackpot, what we race for, and that helps the charity, the allgratefulhearts.org, and it helps all our COVID-19 victims and all the other charities that are up on our website. So thank you for the donations.
Back once again, like the song says, Manu Rayo Largo as well, again with the chase to do in front of him. I don't know if he's going to be able to pull the overtake in the start of the race, but it sure is interesting to see this jackpot race again with us. 2 rows of 20 drivers, and it sure is going to be interesting to see how they deal through the start. And there we go with Jesus Sicilia again leading. Very close to him is Manu Rayo Largo. Heart to Heart International, Ultimus Esports already making a little bit of distance. Jonathan Alvarez being, I can say, overtaken almost by Adrian Baeza, number 16 right now, taking the inner side out of Jonathan Alvarez and being able to make the overtake. The fight still goes on. He breaks hard in front of Jonathan Alvarez, and Jonathan Alvarez gets to dodge him. It seems that Adrian Baeza was trying to ensure for himself the inner line of that third turn of the track. Complicated situation there for Jonathan Alvarez. Doing very well is Jonathan as well as Manu Rayo Largo. Still maintaining himself in the chase. Diego Banda Augusto with the police cars from the first responders, as well as the EMS car from the first responders. Both of them trying to chase down David Ceballos in front with Windstar Homes. Martin Marqueva with Brasco. Reaching to David Gaya with Native Health Matters. And David Gaya was trying to do a little bit of not very short overtake there. To make the pass, you really have to prepare the overtake a little bit, and it's complicated. We saw Manu Rayo Largo had a lot of trouble having to approach Jesus, and even trying to make the opportunity is very complicated. You really have to take it easy and to take it slowly through the approach, guaranteeing the pace. Adrian Baeza staying in front of a long line of drivers following. In third place right now with Be Social is Adrian Baeza. Maven Motion Pictures behind him, very close. Jonathan Alvarez and Adrian Baeza already making a bit of a shuffle for the viewers that were already betting for a Manu Rayo Largo and Jonathan Alvarez finish. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes between these two.
Yeah, of course, and of course you got another beautiful car. If Chris could show us the number 14, the Regency Beauty Pageant car. My buddy Sergio Real is knocking on the door there. He's moved up into, looks like he's in 7th place right now. There he is, the Regency Beauty Pageant, where we are again going to be doing the Regency Beauty, the Judy Pageant, the Beauty Pageant July. So again, next year we'll be at the Golden Nugget Hotel in Las Vegas. So make sure you get your tickets to come see us at the Regency Beauty Pageant. And their car is just beautiful out there. And Sergio's got that car all cranked up here in this last race. So as we tell you, this last race is very different than the first two. And we're only, about 3-4 minutes into it. We still got about 26 minutes to go.
Yep, and a second of distance between the first 7 drivers, we could say, between each one of them, a bit of a space, but the 2 in front are already managing to establish a little bit of a space between themselves, and Adrian Baeza in 3rd position, Heart to Heart International, and Ultimus Esports right now, 1st and 2nd, being chased by Adrian Baeza with Be Social. Those are the top 3. Jonathan Alvarez in 4th with Maven Motion Pictures. Victor de la Fuente 5th with Ocean Lending. That's the top 5. Juan Jose Sanchez with Future Nissan chasing that top 5 I've just mentioned. It's going to be interesting as well to see that Regency beauty pageant. What a tongue twister it is to say that.
Actually, it's pretty good. I lost my I wanted to say July. I said Judy instead of July. I don't know how that happened. But the good news is,
for me.
Again, strategy is different in this race. As Carlos mentioned, you can stay off the pedals a little bit, save your fuel. I think that's why we have that single line early. I think a lot of drivers don't like to stop for that sip and go, as Carlos has named it. And of course, you got to make a choice. You want to either go hard and sip and go, or do you want to just kind of cruise a little bit and just stay in position and attack at the end? So again, every driver does something different, which makes this race so unique and so interesting.
Yeah, it offers flexibility to let the minds of the driver take over the strategy and the tactics, which are going to be interesting. As you just perfectly said, they really have to think about doing that lift and coast. It's either lift and coast or sip and go. That's the 2 options they have. And sometimes we've seen drivers go almost to the 100%, and just by the style they have with their steering wheel, they manage to consume less fuel. So we can say there's almost a wild 3rd option there, but it's almost like a lift and coast option because they really have to take care of the fuel. They are going to be watching the numbers in there that the car is showing, and they're going to try to manage those drops of fuel at the end.
Yep, and I think we saw Mr. O'Neill last week. He was about 17th position, and he was able to finish in the top 10. So again, that strategy is very interesting, and it's nice to see a lot of movement in those last 2-3 laps of our jackpot races.
Yeah, it really becomes complicated to know what's going to happen because there's a lot of factors in that situation, and they really have to. You really have to calculate very well when you enter. And there we go with a car spinning out of the track. I think it was Alberto Toribio Garcia. Not sure 100%. If it wasn't, it was Stefan Hauslitzner. Not sure. And Eldar Nohi as well, having big trouble there with the All Grateful Hearts car. Was Eldar Nohi. And Wesley Gelhead with the Jellycraft car, maintaining himself in a safe situation still. 22 minutes and a half, we can say we're about to reach, and all of our drivers still chasing each other. Jesus Sicilia not far away from Manu Rayo Largo, Heart to Heart International in front with Jesus Sicilia, and Manu Rayo Largo with Ultimus Esports. And as we called him, as we nicknamed him the past week, the Prodigy, Josh Arnaud already making some positions through the start of this first 10 minutes of of the grand session. 30 minutes total, and we have 22 to go. Adrian Baeza with Be Social in front of Jonathan Alvarez with Maven Motion Pictures, and I'm sure that Jonathan is going to try to make that overtake as soon as possible. This is quite a hot spot in the race right now. Adrian still maintaining himself in front, and Victor de la Fuente spectating from behind. These two battling through this first 10 minutes, and he knows the situation is about to get interesting for him, because if Jonathan Alvarez, the man we are watching just now from his helmet cam, gets to have a little bit of trouble with Adrian Baeza, the man in front we are watching with the number 16, that Be Social paint on his car. Very close together. Jonathan Alvarez really doing an instant brake stop there, being able to save the impact for himself. The number 34 really becoming a menace for Adrian Baeza, because I see that Jonathan is going to try to take the position. Wow. Every approach very close. Going through the Michael Schumacher SS. It seems that Adrian Baeza has gained a little bit of distance, being able to protect himself of the constant situation that Jonathan Alvarez is bringing up to him, where he might have to choose to defend in any occasion. That's gonna make both of them lose time, and that's gonna give Victor de la Fuente and Juan Jose Sanchez chasing behind an opportunity. So right now, sorry, Vince.
I'm sorry, I was just going to add that they're chasing pretty good. They've kind of hooked up a little bit, and they seem to be getting a little closer to the fourth place driver of the third place driver of Jonathan Alvarez, and it looks like Jonathan just went right by into third position. So here we go. They're all tightened up again.
Yeah. Perfect move there by Jonathan Alvarez, taking the inside in the first turn of the track, being able to take that third position from Adrian Baeza, and Adrian Baeza will try to do the same, but I think he has another driver to worry about right now. Victor de la Fuente with Ocean Landing, the number 25, also chased by that future Nissan car behind him, driven by Juan Jose Sanchez. And if you don't mind, Chris, could we get in the camera of Juan Jose Sanchez, because we're going to see the drivers in front and the battle ongoing, because right now they have traffic in front of them. Very complicated situation for all of the drivers.
Oh, and Manu's dropped off quite a bit. Manu's dropping out.
Juan Jose, it seems that Manu is still in the chase. I don't know if it seems that both of them are still in the chase, yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, there we go with Victor de la Fuente and Adrian Baeza. As expected, Adrian Baeza was having to deal with Victor de la Fuente, that manages to stay in front, and Juan Jose Sanchez takes advantage of the situation. Ocean Landing, Nissan future Nissan right here, aside to that Be Social car of Adrian Baeza, that is trying to defend himself. And Juan Jose Sanchez again with the same situation behind him. That Regency Beauty Pageant car from Sergio Real also approaching this group of fighters slash drivers, I have to say.
Well, again, if you're playing the jackpot, that's fourth position. So 25 Victor Fuentes is holding off in fourth, but you've got the 16, you've got the 4, you've got the 14, all fighting for that last spot on the podium for the jackpot.
Exactly that way, and it's going to be interesting to see how it ends, because it's really becoming a brawl in here.
Do you miss brawling, Carlos?
Not too much, but yeah, when I see others, it's funnier than when I have to do it myself. But there we go with this guy's giving all of our viewers a show this moment. Victor de la Fuente being able to pull some distance from Adrián Baeza, Juan José Sánchez, and Sergio Real. Those three drivers behind him right now. And 4 seconds between Victor de la Fuente and Jonathan Alvarez, who is approaching the couple in front, who is Jesus Sicilia, the number 8 with the Heart to Heart International in first position, the number 10 Manu Rayo Largo in second position right now, and in third place the number 34 Jonathan Alvarez. Manu Rayo Largo with Ultimos Esports and Jonathan Alvarez with Maven Motion Pictures. Following is the men right now in camera. The men which we are riding with Victor de la Fuente with Ocean Landing, the number 25. The chase continues. Adrián Baeza hasn't said his last word, and we still have a lot to see from him, because he's going to have to defend himself as well from that number 4 car of Juan José Sánchez with Future Nissan. Getting very close, those braking points where we get to see the drivers try to approach too hard in the braking point and not releasing soon enough. I think they get too hungry to get close to the car in front. They need to be patient. They need to be calm. So let's see what happens between Sergio Real, Juan José Sánchez, Adrián Baeza, and Victor de la Fuente, the 4-man right now in front of the camera. The Regency Beauty Pageant, Future Nissan, Be Social, and Ocean Landing from back to front. Adrián Baeza with the number 16 with Be Social in 5th position. Having had already a battle with Jonathan Alvarez, wasn't able to resist the relentless speed of Jonathan, and after that wasn't able to defend the position with Victor de la Fuente, and right now he's being able to reach again to Victor de la Fuente, so Adrián Baeza might recover. It's going to be difficult to know if he's going to be able to stay or to upgrade to the top 4, we can say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, this is the battle. We're about just under halfway there, and we've had an exciting first half, and we've got about 12 and a half minutes left to go here. And as we know, as the race goes on, things start to change, and tire wear is different, the gas is different, the strategy is different, and we've seen a lot of different things happen. And right now, it looks good, but we know that last couple of laps, things change awful fast. Then we have to add in the sip and goes for the ones that decide to sip and go it.
Exactly.
And the ones that run out of gas that decided not to sip and go it and didn't go slow enough. So we've seen it all that last lap.
Yep, it's going to be very interesting, as a matter of fact, to see what Jesus Sicilia does. Right now, very close to him is Manu Rayo Largo. The battle in front is becoming fierce between Jesus Sicilia and Manu Rayo Largo. Still less than a second between the two drivers in front, and Adrián Baeza is still chasing in the same way. Víctor de la Fuente, it feels that he's chasing to recover what he feels it's his.
Yeah, he's battled right. He battled right back to his bumper. So he had a little bit of a mishap there. He lost a couple of positions, and a couple of cars jumped him. But now he's right back on the heels, trying to get into the jackpot number.
Yeah, it seems that position really it's going to bring a fierce battle between every combination of drivers, especially the ones we have in front today, given a showing in speed for sure. Adrián Baeza trying not to fall too far behind that ocean landing car of Víctor de la Fuente. The number 25 in front of this group of four, Víctor de la Fuente in fourth position, is the number 25 with ocean landing, and the man in front of the camera is Adrián Baeza with Be Social. The car of Adrián Baeza. This BMW M4 GT3 that we are getting to see how it's driven to the limit in this Nürburgring GP track. Difficult part of the race as we get to the last third of the race. 9 minutes and a half to get to the end of the session, and it's about time for those sip and goes. Jesus Sicilia staying in front, the number 8 with Heart to Heart International. Manu Rayo Largo still less than a second behind, still with a chance to make the overtake, and Jonathan Alvarez trying to approach these two gentlemen. Very complicated is going to be for him, as these two right now might be giving themselves draft together, and it's going to be even more complicated for Jonathan Alvarez to approach the two. Maven Motion Pictures with Jonathan Alvarez, the number 34 in third place. It seems that he's almost in no man's land, but he knows he has a difficult purpose in front, but to accomplish, but doable nonetheless. Let's see what happens, because I think there's still a chance that Jesus Sicilia gets to have a fight with Manu Rayo Largo, or the other way around, depends on how you look at it at the end of the race. And Adrián Baeza very close to Víctor de la Fuente with Be Social chasing that car from Ocean Landing of Víctor de la Fuente, the number 25 and the number 16, 4th and 5th, fighting to enter the jackpot position. In which they are bonified, so I'm sure they're going to try hard. Juan José Sánchez, the number 4 with Future Nissan, Non-stop chase as well for him between Sergio Real and Juan Jose Sanchez. The number 4 and the number 14. And it's quite the same situation with the 3 couples we have in front. The first 6 drivers divided in groups of 2. Manu Rayo Largo dancing the dance of war, you can say, with Jesus Sicilia. Ultimus Esports battling Heart to Heart International, the number 8 and the number 10. And this battle, thanks to these 2 amazing drivers, Jesus Sicilia and Manu Rayo Largo. Another 2 great drivers, Adrián Baeza and Víctor de la Fuente. Almost in the same situation, the 3 couples in front. Jesus Sicilia, Manu Rayo Largo, Jonathan Alvarez and Víctor de la Fuente. And there we go with Juan Jose Sanchez and Sergio Real. Sergio Real trying to take the inside of the last turn. And still having to wait. Put in Juan Jose Sanchez with Future Nissan in a complicated situation. And that Regency Beauty pageant car of Sergio Real with the number 14 still fighting to overtake Juan Jose Sanchez as we approach the 5-minute barrier to get to the end of the session and to the end of the competition for the day. Next week we will see ourselves in Sebring, if I'm not wrong. Jesus Sicilia, Heart to Heart International, staying in front with the number 8. In first position is Jesus Sicilia. Almost going for the second of distance between himself and Manu Rayo Largo. Manu Rayo Largo chasing all the race, 25 minutes of chase for him behind Jesus Sicilia. Such a hard situation, and he has been able to keep himself in the pocket, but will he be able to make that overtake? I don't know yet. It's gonna be complicated, very difficult. Víctor de la Fuente with Ocean Landing still in front of that B Social car of Adrián Baeza. And Juan Jose Sanchez gets to drive alone for a little bit, because it seems that Sergio Real had a little bit of trouble. I don't know if they had a touch or something, or what could have happened, but I don't know what could have gone wrong for Sergio there with Regency Beauty pageant car, the number 14. And still in front is Jesus Sicilia with the Heart to Heart International, the number 8, being followed by Manu Rayo Largo, the number 10, with Ultimus Esports, the sky blue car. You can see right now chasing that white and red car of Jesus Sicilia with Heart to Heart International. The first and second in this race, in this exact moment. But how are they going to end? Will they stop? Are they trying to manage the fuel? Was Jesus, since the beginning of the race, trying to hold the gas a little bit? I think that won't be the situation, because I think Jesus is normally a pedal to the metal guy. So
Yeah, and I think he was hounded by Manu Rail. Was right on his tail the whole time, so that didn't give him an easy cruise up in the front. He had to work real hard to get where he is right now, because Manu was going really hard right after him.
yeah, and since he has been chasing in the draft all this time, maybe he saved a little bit of fuel. I don't know if it could have been the situation, but that's a possibility. One minute and a half to get to the end of the session. It seems that the drivers are really pushing to the edge the capacity of the car in what consumption refers to. Manu Rayo Largo with more than a second of distance. It seems that either he has lost Jesus a little bit, or he's trying to hold the consumption a little bit. Could be. As well, as they reach traffic, the cars in front getting out of the way, almost trying to save themselves, trying to save their lives almost, the way they jumped out of the way of Jesus Sicilia, Manu Rayo Largo, and of course any lap driver in this situation won't want to obstruct Jesus or Manu. And let's see what happens here. Victor de la Fuente as well in the same situation as Jesus, but a bit behind them. And Jonathan Alvarez has stayed in that middle pocket, and it seems that all of the drivers, or at least a big quantity of them, are trying to go straight for the finish.
There we go. Let's see if they got what's left in the tanks as they make their turn and going into this last lap.
I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna get to see some cars stop to the side. Hope not. Jesus with a little bit of distance from Manu Rayo Largo. Already with the advantage in this last lap. As we approach the end of the last session of racing today. And the only thing that Jesus has to do with that heart-to-heart international GT3 is get to the end. Nothing more, nothing less. I think that could be a feat if he only has half a liter in the tank. But let's see what happens. I think he seems sure to reach to the end.
Well, I think it's all over.
Yep. Seems it's going to be that way.
It was like Jesus is going to win it.
Jonathan Alvarez in third place, and let's see what happens between Adrián Baeza and Victor de la Fuente, who are also with the lap driver in front, Jose Miguel Lorenzo in front of them, that black line trailer's car in front of these two, and trying to take advantage of the draft a little bit is Victor de la Fuente, but it wasn't even necessary. He already had the position, and there we go with Jesus Sicilia finishing first, the number 8 with Heart to Heart International, Manu Rayo Largo, the number 10 with Ultimus Esports, Jonathan Alvarez, the number 34 with Maven Motion Pictures, Victor de la Fuente, the number 25, finishing 4th with Ocean Lending, and the man in front of the camera. Finishing 5th is Adrián Baeza. That's the top 5. With Be Social is Adrián Baeza. That's the top 5 for this last round today. I don't know. No, they are finishing the round. They are doing as usual, and they're trying to use the last drop of fuel available.
They're just having fun.
Yeah,
Our drivers don't like to stop racing.
they really like to keep
We
going.
can make a 50-minute last race. They'll still be out there.
you can be sure. Yeah. So that's the top four. I hope that all of the viewers that got themselves into that jackpot, at least one of them got it right. So let's see what happens with the two final numbers that we have to pick randomly still. And
Well, let's do this. Let's go to commercial. You see if you can get a couple of drivers to interview, and we'll go to commercial, and then we'll come back and see who's got a shot at winning $10,000 in our GHA jackpot race.
see you right away.